Hey guys, I'm Sam. Welcome to Sam's Classroom. And today what we're learning is how to use a math block to make a follow the line program with the color sensor. First off, we want to follow the line with a loop. After a loop, let's use the color sensor here. And first off, we want it to measure it reflected light intensity, which is right here, this first one, and then you go to the second one. Next, we want to pull out our math block and put it on advanced, because as we do advanced, we can use more functions and make it to our liking. Right now it's a plus b minus b, or a plus b minus c times d. Not important. Anyways, what we really want it to be is parentheses a minus b times c. And we'll leave it like that for now. And for now, let's just drag our light sensor to b. And A, let's put it as 78. This is a pre-measured unit, and this is actually very similar to my other video on my YouTube channel, which you can check out. And basically the logic is what you see with your color sensor is what you put into B. So what it is 78 minus the number you see from the light, and then you multiply by 1. So now we want to use a variable. This variable block, we want to set it as B motor and equal it to, or what you get for the math block you want to put into the variable. So this variable will always equal what the math block has. And next we want to put another math block, another variable, and again we want to put it as advanced. Next, we had our color sensor. We want it to put it into A. Minus 8 times 1. So we want the actual equation on the top right. Don't forget to change it to A minus B times C. Now, for our second one, for our C motor, our variable will equal what we get from the second math block. And now we want to just open the loop a bit and get both of our variables and drag a new thing down here. So it's running simultaneously, and right now we're deciding what to do with our variables and motors. So right here we want to use our move tank so we can control both of our motors separately, and we want to set our motor speeds as what we get from the two variables, which are controlled by the math blocks, which get their values from the light sensor. This is a little bit complicated. Make sure to watch this videos a couple times if you don't really understand it. And you want to read numeric, which is grabbing the number that you get from the math block. And you wanted to plug it into the respective motors. So if it's B and C on the motors, you want to plug the B motor variable to the B motor, and then the C motor variable to the C motor. And there you go. Essentially, you're making a equation to calculate the values you want by using the light sensor that grabs the numbers. And then now let's try it. As you can see, it's a little wonky, but it is following the line back and forth. But honestly, it was a little fast, so we can change the A and B values or the C. It's honestly up to you. It's a little too fast, so we want to change the A value from 78 to 60. And we can change A and B to different values so it can go a little bit slower. And due to the math, we don't have to change it too much because that's just the way it is, you know. That was the chair. That was definitely the chair. And earlier for the equation of our second math block, we didn't change it, but now it's changed back. We actually cut it off before we changed it. And now let's try it again. As you can see, it's a little eccentric, but that's only because the numbers you put in. And just tweak it a little bit and keep the base form the same, or actually just fiddle around with it, whatever you want. And here's a little bit of the math that you want to see. It's just sometimes if you want the math blocks to run smoother and you want to fiddle around with the numbers a bit, see what makes it smoother, see what makes it turn longer, shorter, make it move faster. Honestly, whatever you need to make it run smoother is the way you get it is trial and error, and eventually you'll start to understand how these things work. And that's basically all for today. Thanks for watching, guys.
谢谢大家观赏，下次见。